Did you know that without oxygen, a person can suffer permanent brain damage in just 4 minutes? And that your hands could be the difference between life and death? Today, you'll learn how to perform CPR correctly, even if you have no medical training. This is a skill everyone should have. So what is CPR? CPR stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. It is a life-saving technique you use to keep blood flowing and oxygen reaching the brain when someone's heart has stopped or they've stopped breathing. You'd use CPR in cases like a sudden cardiac arrest, drowning, electric shock, or even severe choking. First, you need to recognize a cardiac arrest. The person will be unresponsive. They won't answer you or react if you tap them. They also won't be breathing normally. They might not be breathing at all, or they might just be gasping for air. If you see someone who is unconscious and not breathing, you need to start CPR immediately. Time is critical. Let's go through the step-by-step process for chest compressions on an adult. Step 1. Check for safety. Before you do anything, make sure the area is safe for both you and the person. Look for any immediate dangers like traffic or electrical hazards. Step 2. Call for help. Shout loudly to get the attention of anyone nearby. Point to a specific person and tell them, "You, call 911 now and come back." And, if you're alone, call 911 yourself. Put your phone on speaker so you can talk to the dispatcher while you start CPR. Step 3. Position the victim. The person needs to be lying flat on their back on a firm, flat surface, like the floor. Kneel down right beside their chest. This position gives you the best leverage. Step 4. Hand placement. This is key. Find the center of their chest, right on the breastbone between the nipples. Place the heel of one of your hands there. Then, place your other hand on top and interlace your fingers. Keep your arms straight and position your shoulders directly over your hands. This uses your body weight, not just your arm strength. Step 5. Begin chest compressions. You need to push hard and push fast. The depth should be about 2 inches or 5 to 6 centimeters for an adult. The rate should be between 100 and 120 compressions per minute. A great way to keep this rhythm is to think of the beat of the song Stayin' Alive. After each push, make sure you let the chest come all the way back up. This is called chest recoil, and it allows the heart to refill with blood. You'll do 30 continuous compressions. If you're not trained or comfortable giving rescue breaths, just continue with hands-only CPR. Don't stop. Hands-only CPR has been proven to save lives and is much better than doing nothing. Now, rescue breaths are optional, but if you're trained and have a protective barrier, here's how to do it. After 30 compressions, gently tilt the person's head back and lift their chin. Pinch their nose shut, cover their mouth with yours, and give 2 breaths, each about 1 second long. Watch for their chest to rise. Then, immediately go back to 30 more compressions. The cycle is 30 compressions to 2 breaths. You should continue CPR until emergency help arrives and takes over, the person starts breathing normally on their own, an AED becomes available for use, or you become too physically exhausted to continue. If an AED or defibrillator is available, use it immediately. Turn it on and just follow the voice prompts. It will guide you through everything, including where to place the pads. Make sure no one is touching the person when the AED delivers a shock. After the shock, immediately resume chest compressions. Let's quickly cover some common mistakes to avoid. Don't waste precious time shaking the person or slapping their face. Don't press on their stomach, always the center of the chest. Make sure your compressions are deep enough. Weak compressions won't work. Keep your arms straight, don't bend them. And whatever you do, don't stop CPR unless absolutely necessary. Also, never give an unconscious person food, water, or medication. There are a couple of myths we need to bust. Many people worry, what if I break a rib? A broken rib can heal. A life lost is gone forever. Others say, I'm afraid of doing it wrong. Remember this, doing something is always, always better than doing nothing. Your actions can only help. For children and infants, the principles are the same, but the technique is slightly different. For an infant, you'll use 2 fingers in the center of the chest. For a small child, you might only need 1 hand. The compressions are gentler and not as deep. You don't need to be a doctor to be a hero. You just need to be willing to act. CPR is simple, it's safe, and it works. Please, share this video and save it for later. Teach this skill to someone you know. The action you take today could save a life tomorrow. Thanks for watching.